here. All right, don't bring my mouse down here either. Let me see here. Let me find my channel. Gosh, it's been a long time since we've done this one. All right, it's up. Let me turn you guys over just a little. There we go. All right. Yeah, let me tilt this a little bit better. Killinger, I know. What am I doing here? I'll tell you what, I about forgot how to do these. I've not done a live since February or March or something like that. It's been a long time. Long time. Once in a while. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to find time to do everything, I tell you. It took me forever. I need a haircut. You guys remind me later to get a haircut. My goodness. It took me forever to figure out how to do this. I couldn't get it loaded up. Ohio Hilltop Farm. What's going on there, good man? There's Mark in New Jersey. I knew Mark would be here. Bart's always here when I do. In Washington State. I need to move some things around so I'm not looking in every direction here and it looks weird. Al Fonseca, Shane, Joe Dirt, John Gray, Dean Universe. We're seeing you in Oregon. Good deal. Appreciate it. I've not done this in a long time. It's been a long time since we've done a live. Alberta. It took me literally 20 minutes to get this going here. There's John. Yes, Ray, we're down in the log cabin or the clock house. Same place. Yeah, the clock house. That's less confusing, isn't it? We're down in the clock house. All right. Tell you what, I'm trying to get these monitors synced up here. I got two monitors behind this camera. But I don't know. I thought I'd try this tonight. We've not done these in a long time. Used to, I did one every Sunday night. Hello, Joe Main. What's going on, buddy? And used to, I've done this every Sunday night. I just got out of the habit of doing them, and you just kind of forget about them. And some people say they didn't like them, so I quit doing them, I guess. Mark with the super chat. I didn't forget about the super chats though. Those are always nice. Appreciate it, Mark. A little help towards fuel. How did you know I was out of diesel? I'll tell you what. I ran out yesterday. I am completely out. I got to go tomorrow and buy 100 gallons. 100 gallons on today's spot price of diesel. That will be, let's see here, do the math. 100. That'll be $280 for diesel tomorrow. My goodness. Diesel is expensive. I tell you what. How's the old noggin from getting thumped by the shiplap? Well, it's okay. Didn't hurt too bad. But man, I need a haircut. I'm getting a haircut this week. I look like a hippie. My goodness. My goodness. Got Ricardo with us here. How many people's watching? 100 people. That ain't too bad. Back in the day, about a year ago, when I was doing these every Sunday, man, I would have like 500 to 1,000 people on here. Too busy to do live chats. Yeah. I'm busy as well. I'll tell you, I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I may regret this later on. I don't know. Let me see here. Got several of you guys on here, though. Killinger's on here somewhere. Of course, he's out there on that new four-wheeler riding around. Watched your videos for 4 years. Well, thank you very much. I was thinking about that today. I've been making YouTube videos for... this November will be 9 years of uploading. No, 10 years. My goodness, 10 years of uploading. I started in November of 2015. So this November will be 10 years of making videos. That's amazing. I can't believe it's been 10 years. Time just flies by, don't it? Man, it flies by. Killinger is eating. Okay. All right, Chris. Chris is eating dinner. I've not done this in so long. Just got these little crowns by people's names, and this live stuff's a little bit different from what it used to be. My goodness. Andrew Simpson watching from the north of Scotland. Well, that's pretty interesting. Never been to Scotland. I've never been to England either, or Europe, or none of those places. Wouldn't mind going one day. There's Jim. Love your videos. Always learn something new. Middle Tennessee. I discovered you in the road shut down. Do you sell any small cutouts for bow blades? I used to on the videos. I'm not doing it in a long time. I may try this winter to sell some more stuff. It's just so busy right now, dude. The online stuff is such a pain with shipping and dealing with all the shipping companies. They lose stuff. Stuff gets damaged. You take the stuff to a store, and they try to give you a hard time about shipping it out because it's not taped up good enough. It's just always something. Always something. Pennsylvania, the best live video was when you were playing the guitar. I know. I ain't played my guitar in probably a year. My goodness, I'll tell you what. Good morning from Bangkok. Dave Burt. My goodness, got Larry with us here. Josh played Optimus football. You had 2 plays. You're right and left because nobody could catch you. That was the good old days, Larry. I still have my Redskins jersey. My goodness, that was a long time ago. A long time ago. A short story, I played local football, and I don't have an ego or I'm not bragging, but I was a really good running back, man. I scored almost every time I touched the ball. Nobody could catch me. And this was all through middle school, and people start talking, this guy's going to go to high school, maybe play college ball or whatever. And then as I got older and started playing more and more in different leagues, I started being coached by these guys that would cuss you out if you made a mistake. And I just got tired of getting fussed at and the pressure of it, and I just quit, walked away from it. I wonder sometimes what would have happened if I'd had better coaches. But man, those guys are awful, man. They were just terrible. We were 12, 13-year-old, cussing us like dogs, man. It was just, wasn't no call for that. Wasn't no call for that at all. All right, story time's over. Got some of those chainsaw holders. I just ordered 4 more. I'll tell you what, those things are nice. They're nice. Cattle, yes, Mark. As soon as we get the barn expansion done, the new machine hauled in here, and also the expansion on the shop, they're doing that as well this month. As soon as we get all that done, I will start up around the cattle fence, and hopefully it'll be fall by then and not so darn hot, but it is coming. I've also got to build a barn up there. I got all kinds of stuff to do. The bad rooster, I shot that rooster. He's done. We had enough of his stuff. I tell you what, I didn't like doing it, but I got sick and tired of fighting him all the time. And he started attacking the wife, and you can't have an ornery rooster like that. You just can't have it. You start getting injuries. If they flock you, if they have manure and stuff, on their claws there and make a wound, you can get some infections going. It's dangerous. I hate roosters. I'll never have another one. Impressed by the log cabin. Yeah, like inside, this is nothing but drywall. Behind this drywall are big 12 by 12 oak logs. It's crazy. Sometimes I wish the drywall wasn't here. It was just logs. But I'll probably never tear it down. This will be Bruno's house one day, I guess. He'll probably live down here. What was the name of your band in high school? Dirt. D-I-R-T. Dirt. How did you know I had a band in high school? Who are you there, Andy? Do I know you or something? My goodness. Not a lot of people know that. I love your videos. Thank you, Jeff. Answer your question. I enjoy it, but it works better if you're scheduled ahead of time. I agree. Put your rooster in the pot? No. He met Mr. 9 mil Glock, and I shouldn't even say that stuff on YouTube. They'll flag this video. But anyways, he had a lot of lead in him, so did not eat him. He was older too. It would have been tough. Didn't want to fool with it. It was one of those days to where I was just outside, and I had had enough of that rooster, of him coming after me, and I got tired of kicking him every day, so I kicked him with some metal instead. I enjoy a live, but it works better on the schedule. I'm with you. Yeah, these lives are, I don't know. I may never do another one again. I just thought I'd see if anything's changed on them. It looks like on my screen, everything has changed on here, man. The comment section looks different. The super chats, I have a thing on here that says goal, and it keeps on blinking. I guess they're wanting people to send me super chats, which I'm not against. So don't get me wrong out there. I'm not against that, but I guess they're trying to encourage you to have people give super chats, I guess. I don't know. It keeps on blinking on my screen to encourage that. Kind of funny. But these lives are kind of difficult because you're sitting there talking to yourself, trying to answer questions. Then when nobody asks a question, you just sit here and just ramble on about nothing to keep interest going. It's kind of like a I don't know what it's like. It's like something else, put it that way. Ain't nothing like it. How many people's on here? 200 people's on here watching me run my mouth. My goodness. Howard in Middle Tennessee. There we go. Got off grid. Woodruff Sawmill. I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing down there? Love the sawdust conveyor. The sawdust conveyor is awesome. Love that sawdust conveyor. Really, really nice. YouTube ever hassled you about content? YouTube doesn't hassle you, but they do encourage you to take on sponsors and stuff and promote like affiliate stuff. They do encourage that. How can someone buy lumber from you? Hello from Texas. I wholesale all my stuff to like 1 or 2 dealers. I don't take orders or nothing like that. I have a different business model here. I wholesale everything. I can wholesale, 1,000 board feet to one person and get rid of it and get paid, or I can sell 1,000 board feet to 40 different people that buy 10 board feet a piece or whatever the math says. It's a lot easier to sell it to one person. Whole lot easier. Let me see here. I'm going to buy a Joe Main silver tip blade. I don't even own a Sawmill. Well, he'll sell you one. Actually, the first one may be a free sample, so he may send you one for nothing. Got Kevin with us there. We've had a lot of tornadoes damaging the city near St. Louis. Wish I had a sawmill to help the people who are living in partially destroyed houses. Yep. That's pretty bad there, Kevin. That happened. And a lot of times in those storm places, Kevin, the trees get twisted up in these storms, and I found that in Helene last year. A lot of the time the trees are just useless because they're so damaged you have to burn them. It's really, really sad. Let me see. Larry says videography, self-taught. Totally self-taught, Larry. Self-taught. I'm the only camera guy. I ain't got no editing crew or nothing like that. I do all the filming, all the editing. Everything's done by me, and it is a ton of work. My goodness. But thanks, Larry. Josh came by here the other day, actually, a few weeks ago. Any more farming videos this summer? We'll be cutting hay again if it ever rains some more. So we got another hay cutting coming up in September. We're going to be building a fence for the cows, building a barn for the cows. I'm really looking forward to that. And building onto the sawmill barn. I'm hiring that done, though. Does he make blades for Woodland Mills? So Joe Main sells Wood-Mizer saw blades, and Wood-Mizer makes bandsaw blades for any sawmill, band mill out there. It don't matter if you have a Baker, a Kutz, or whatever. Wood-Mizer can make you a blade for your mill. So call Joe up, tell him what mill you got, tell him what size, and he'll take care of you. His phone number is always in the video description. Not on this video, but on my other videos. Go give Joe a call. He will take care of you. Video quality is improved. The video quality is because of these cameras, man. I'll tell you what, the camera technology is ridiculous nowadays. It gets better every year. I don't even use those large, I don't have them anymore. I sold them all. I used to keep them back here. I use these action cameras on my phone for just about everything. I don't use these large DSLR cameras anymore. All right, let me see here. Following you for a while now, Earl Blakely. I was buying a blade from Joe, and I don't have a sawmill either. Well, let Joe know, and maybe he'll send you a sticker, and he'll sign the blade as well. Everybody ever think about selling that old worn out blades you have? Old worn out blades. So saw blades, I take up to Napa and I recycle them. There's no value in them, and nobody really wants them, so I take them to the metal and I just recycle them. The guy up here at Napa has a recycle bin, and I don't make no money off of it. I'm sure he does. I take them up there and dump them in his bin. Good way to get rid of them, though. Those things are aggravating. They're hard to get rid of. So when cows hit my farm, I will have a fence built like the Great Wall of China and a proper barn. I've already got a water meter installed. Everything will be done except for the cows. I will be ready for the cows. I won't be second guessing none of that stuff. Jack, I ain't seen Jack in a while. Jack Stanley's in the comments here. If I remember right, he runs an LT40. Yeah, an LT40, seems like he does. In his barn up there. He's up in Virginia. I might buy an MP260. Let me know. If when you get close to buying one, Jack, call Woodmiser and ask for Chad Sanders and tell him I sent you. Chad's the guy that deals with those. That's his specialty up there. So, and get the helical cutter head unless you want to make crown molding. Cows, Killinger. I'm going to beat you to it there, buddy. Cows. Crater called Ants Pants. Builds on Sawmill. Estonia. That'd be an expensive airfare right there. I'll look it up though. Never heard of him before. Did you finally get a stool for the Sawmill? I had a stool in the old shop. And yesterday, my ankle was hurting me because I got tripped by one of my chickens. That's a shocker. And so I brought the stool down there. To be honest with you, you guys were right. I should have done that a long time ago. The stool is nice. Very nice. Black Angus cows. No, I'm probably going to do Dexter's or something like that. Probably not Black Angus. But you never know. I change my mind all the time here. All the time. Do you sell walnut slabs to the public? No, everything I do gets wholesaled here. But I am thinking about starting a new website and doing some online sales if I could ever get my ducks in a row. Which means it probably won't happen. But I've got good ambitions though. Indiana Corn-Fed. He has Dexter's. Good to see you there, Corn-Fed. Dexter's a good cattle, good deal. Yeah, Jack, you got my email. Reach out to me if you can't get a hold of Chad up there. Or if I can help you, Jack, send me a message on Patreon or whatever, and I'll send you my number. We got Tim Fuller with us here, guys. My good buddy Tim Fuller out in Iowa. Tim runs an LT50, and he does a lot of woodworking out there. A lot of woodworking. He's a busy man. And he's retired. I'm not sure how that works. But anyways, he's a good guy. Good guy. Black Angus bring better money at auction. Dexter's are easy. I love them. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do. I'll be set up for buffalo, put it that way. So my fence will be indestructible. Probably get broke on the first day I bring them in here now that I said that. But all right. Well, this ain't bad. I ain't done live in forever. It says about 300 people's watching here. And let me refresh the screen. 127 people have hit the thumbs up. So 100 of you people are lazy. Hit the thumbs up. Come on, it ain't gonna cost you nothing. I'm aggravating you. I don't care if you hit the thumbs up or not. I don't think that helps the videos at all. I don't know why YouTube says do that for it. I don't think it really makes a difference nowadays. The cows will find a way. You're right about that. New Hampshire is with us. Somebody else in Canada. I got some good friends up in Canada. Glad to see you're back on the live. Don't get used to it. I'm not sure if I'll do this every week or not. I've not done this in months, and my good buddy Chris Killinger there, he's been doing them, so I can't let him outdo me because everything's a competition, you know. So I got to jump in here and fight with him on this. And we'll both get into it, though. But people have these crowns by their name. Indiana Corn-Fed has a crown, and it says ×3. I guess he's a top fan. I have no idea what that means. Interesting. Interesting right there. Glad to see you're back alive. Chris, don't laugh too hard. You're still eating, buddy. YouTube lives are like going swimming after you eat dinner. You gotta wait 15 minutes before you watch them. You might get a cramp. Retired with Woods says, going to Paul Bunyan. I have not planned on going to Paul Bunyan this year. I'm not planned on it. I am going to the Equipment Expo in Louisville, Kentucky toward the end of October. Me and Daniel Arns from Arns Family Homestead, we're both going to that. We're going to meet and go up there and hang out with the Cotto people for a day or two. I've never been to that show before. Louisville's just about 4.5 hours. But the Paul Bunyan show, I don't have any plans right now on going to that. I've been to the Paul Bunyan show for the past 4 years, and I may take a break this year from that. You ever cut black locust? One time. A lot of our black locust here is just terrible for sawing. Wisconsin checking in. I was just in Milwaukee a few months ago, and I really liked that place. We had a good time up there in Milwaukee. Had some really good pizza up there. Man, it was good pizza. Walter in Georgia. Hello there, Walter. My good buddy Walter. Not heard from Walter in a long time. Long time. Sawdust being a full day of sawing, yes. Yeah. Sometimes it builds up. You got to walk over there and knock it over a little bit, which is no big deal, even though people in the comments fuss about it. But it works pretty good. Fayetteville, Georgia. Missed the Sunday Night Lives. Well, I tell you, I may try doing them again. I'll see how good this video does. It's got 300 people watching. The super chats for tonight have been under par, to put it that way. We used to do these live. I'm not complaining. We used to do these lives, and we'd do super chats, and it'd be like $100, $200 every time we do a live, which would pay for my diesel pretty much, which I'm getting tomorrow. But tonight we just have one super chat. So not that I'm doing this for super chats or nothing like that. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not trying to guilt nobody. But Killinger should actually at least do one of them for me. I don't know what he's waiting on. But anyways, I'm just aggravating you there, Killinger. But looks like it's going over pretty good, though. Keith Carey in Texas. Just Bristol, Virginia. That's just up the road. Oregon checking in. Some more people. Pure Canadian Lifestyle. I wonder if that's a YouTube channel. It sounds like one if it's not. Up in Quebec. Does your channel suffer from less views in the summer? No. It doesn't matter anymore. It's your views really don't, in my opinion, views don't change much at all from summer to winter or whatever. It's kind of the same. What's the price of diesel? It's about $2.80 a gallon down here for off-road diesel. So $2.80. 2.80 times, actually, I think that was 110 actually. So tomorrow I'll spend $308 on 110 gallons of diesel, which will last me about 2 or 3 weeks here. Depends on how much I got going on. Maybe less than that. I got to move a lot of dirt this week. Got a lot of slate brought in. I got 3 truckloads of slate brought in yesterday. And hopefully I got a truckload of hemlock coming here. I've been trying to buy a load of hemlock off a guy from Virginia for the past few weeks, and hopefully this week he will deliver. Because I'm wanting to build the cattle barn out of hemlock, because the carpenter bees won't touch it. Okay, Rooster says, to answer your question, do people watch internet lives? No. 305 people's watching mine, so I don't know. Who knows? Who knows there, Rooster? You're watching it. So who knows? I don't know. I'm 20 miles from Hobby Hardwoods. Yeah, I was talking to Robert this morning. He shut down this weekend. He's not even selling any wood this weekend. He said he took the weekend off. But Robert's a good guy, one of my good friends there. I talk to him every day. Indiana Corn Fed, the super chats are making a comeback. Indiana Corn Fed is starting the trend. $1.99. There we go. I need, let me see, with what Mark done, we're now $296 away from diesel tomorrow. So there we go. There we go. Kevin from California. Never been to California. Holiday from California. Rooster must be wrong. Any cows yet? No. If I talked about doing something on this channel, you can bet on it being 9 months from happening most of the time. I am way behind here. Way behind. Daniel from Minnesota. Wife is from Kentucky. I can be in Kentucky in about 40 minutes, actually. All right, Daniel from, that's the same guy, sorry. Hello from North California. If I missed your question or your comment, look over me. There's tons of them on here, and I just can't catch every one of them. Matt says it's 110 degrees. It's been hot in Tennessee today. It's been 95. I am ready for fall and winter. I tell you what, I'm ready for fall and winter. Crosshair, Central Virginia. Super chat from Josh right there. Thank you very much, Josh, with the super chat. That's $5 more. We're working toward this goal here, guys. So -2, -5, -10. We're $291 away from Nathan having a full tank of diesel tomorrow. I don't think we're going to get there, but it's kind of fun to sit here and look at these numbers, though. Mark, the electrician, put my weather head in, my meter, and my panel Thursday. Was it Thursday? No, Friday morning. Today's Sunday. The inspection should be done probably tomorrow. Then hopefully the power company will pull the line and hook me up by the end of the week. So should have power hopefully by this time next week. That's what we're hoping for. Do you still think Dexter cattle were full-size beef cattle? I don't know. I went back and forth on that a lot, to be honest with you. Still not sure on that. Got my plug ready. Wait till September, Tim. You can come and look at that new equipment coming. But there's actually not a camper plug on that thing, Tim. There's just a 110 plug. Bring yourself a plug. We'll hook you up. Did Earl join the Army? Earl went to a freezer camp. He took a dirt nap. Rome, Georgia is with us. 75 in Oregon. Dogs lay in the shade were wet it down. That's the family in Julio, 10-4. Have you seen Clark's Sawmill on Sawmill Sandy? You already have a big trench for the power line. We went overhead because it was cheaper, and I didn't know I could come in from the rear of the building off my other house. So we went overhead because of that. Saved me about $1,000. Let me see here. Have you seen Clark's new Sawmill, Sawmill Sandy? I have, man. And that's an interesting machine right there. I ain't never seen nothing like it. It's kind of different. There's a lot going on right there. But I'll tell you what, when comparing that to the 70, the joysticks for the 70, I don't think there's anything out there better, to be honest with you, when it comes to controlling a sawmill like that. I know these large industrial sawmills, they'll sit in a booth and have joysticks, but that's, that's $1 million machines. When it comes to these band mills, the Wood-Mizer 70 with the joysticks is just hard to beat. It's hard to beat, guys. Hard to beat. But he does have an interesting sawmill, and I wouldn't mind running one of them one day. I've never seen one of those before. We have another super chat. Let me deduct this. 7.62. That's a very good number right there. You guys know what that number means. So now we're down to 283.38. 283.38. So thank you very much there, Rich. I appreciate that. Another longtime supporter of the channel. Have not seen the cats at your new sawmill yet. They don't come down here. So my house, excuse me, had to belch, is 100 yards away, and my cats don't come that far. They go 10 acres the other way and hunt in the field, but they don't come down to where the sawmill is. And I'm kind of glad because I got 2 tomcats that spray everything. They spray each other. They're weird. And they would spray everywhere down there, so I'm kind of glad they stay away from that. And the road's that direction as well. But they're around. All 5 cats are alive and well. I tell you what, because I feed them all the time. Man, it's expensive. Bunch of fat boys. I tell you what. Got John from the Philippines with us today. I tell you what. 262 people has hit thumbs up, and there's about 300 some people watching. All right, Jam Now. another long-time supporter of the channel there. Are you going to find time to milk the cows? I'm not doing dairy cows. No, thank you. Not doing dairy cows. I took 18 grade school children to school this morning. Man, you a busy guy right there. I'm assuming that was a school bus. All right. Let me see. Of course, John's in the Philippines, so. All right. What's that mean right there? Okay, I know what that means. Okay, I ain't hitting that button right there to make you sense either. All right, they've added some stuff to this live here. Okay, you got Julian from Texas is with us. The chat has slowed down. When you're doing a live and the chat slows down, man, that's when you got to start trying to entertain people and talk about nothing and keep on going. I tell you what. Sid Bloom, hello, great to see you. He's got a star, and I can't remember what that means either. I think he's a channel member. I think that's why. Dexters are both milk and meat. Meat is like Wagyu steak. That's interesting. I didn't know they had milk. That's interesting. Hi from Texas. Got Tom from Wisconsin. Money Pit Homestead is with us. Ain't seen that name in a while. Okay, the Patreon there. Sid, I didn't know what that's. I'm learning stuff with everybody else. All right, Sid, I'm with you now. YouTube has changed up these little icons here, and I can't make sense of a lot of this stuff here. What time is it? 8:40. I need to get off here pretty soon. It's time for my midnight snack. It's raining in my part of Texas and thunder and lightning. It's been dry here in Tennessee. My second cutting of hay is going to suffer. I tell you what, it's not going to be a good one. I'll be lucky to get 20 round bells this time. We watch every video. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Howdy from Southern California. I hope the heat has calmed down. It's not. It's gotten worse. The heat has gotten worse. Man, it's a hot August in Tennessee, I tell you. Hot and muggy out there. We have another super chat here, friends. From Daniel. We got two in a row. My goodness, look at here. We are on a row here. Daniel, $20 super chat. And Jam Now's done super chats in the past. Awesome. So let's take 40 away from this. What are we up to now? Minus 40. 243. Man, we're getting there. If I stay on here for another 3 days, we'll probably get to my goal. Thank you guys very much for the super chats. I appreciate that. YouTube had everyone's name changed for a while too before. Yeah, they gave me a different screen name the other day for some reason and put like numbers beside of it. I don't know why. Who knows? Who knows? Got some people in Australia. Got Chris. Got some kind of mechanic in Clinton, Tennessee. Okay, yeah, Clinton, Tennessee. I know where it's at. This is another account for me. You will be surprised to see who I am. Well, that's got us all wondering right there, Sid. You can't just leave us hanging there. Sid Bloom, who says he's a Patreon member here. This is another account for me. You will be surprised to see who I am. It's been hotter than snot and humid in Minnesota. It has been. All right, so now to add to the mystery, we have a super chat from Sid Bloom right here. Minus 30. Let's do the math here so I don't forget. Minus 30. 213 is our goal now. How long have you been? How long do you go on a tank? About 3 weeks. So Sid Bloom, you got me interested here. This is another coffee guy from Massachusetts. I got you now. I'm with you, Sid. You had me wondering there for a minute. I was like, who is this person here? When you just see names and you see all these names on YouTube and these videos and comments, it's hard to remember everybody and things get kind of mixed up there. All those badges in that shadow box yours? Yes. Yes, I got my patrolman badge, which was my first ever badge, and my detective badge as well. That's my little badge when I left the department. I did 15 years in law enforcement. When I left the department, the current chief, a very good friend of mine, Dave, he had that little shadow box made for me there. They give you a bigger shadow box if you stay for 30 and fully retire. But pretty nice of them doing that, though. Really proud of those badges back here. A lot of years of hard work. Miss that job sometimes. It was a good job. Very good job. All right. This week's moving down your way. Have you ever thought about selling the sawdust? No, I just don't have time. Joseph Godwin is with us, my good buddy Joe. I need to catch up with you, Joe. I ain't talked to you in a long time. Hope you and the wife are doing well, and your son. Man, good to see you on there. But people always ask, why don't you sell firewood? Why don't you sell your sawdust? Why don't you make pellets, sawdust pellets? You could do all that, but guys, I want to sleep. To be honest with you, there's not enough hours in the day for me to sell every product off that sawmill and do videos and be a dad and farm and take care of this land. I understand what you mean by those comments. I'm not fussing, but there's just not enough time of the day to do everything. It's just, I would rather take my slabs and just throw them on the burn pile and get rid of them and go to the house and enjoy my evening than spend an extra hour cutting them into firewood and selling them to somebody for $20. It's just, if I wasn't married, didn't have kids, it'd be a different story. Or a kid. I only have one son, Bruno, there. It'd be a different story, but you don't want to work all the time. It's hard to do everything. That's why if you go to a lot of large sawmills like Jake Dean's place, Robert Milton's place, which are sawmills kind of like my size, they burn their slabs. They burn their sawdust, or they dump them in the woods or something like that. Most people there's just not enough time to fool with everything. They're just not. New restaurant recommendations for you. Melty. Where in the world's that at? Never heard of it. All right. Twisted Pepper Queen is with us. Somebody from Michigan. Time spent with your wife is more important. Yeah, just not enough time. You ever thought about taking on an apprentice? No. And the reason why, workman's comp insurance and liability. I would have to have workman's comp if I did anything like that at all. And workman's comp insurance in Tennessee for like one employee is very expensive. It weighs out the benefit of having them. It really does. Unless you can have multiple people in your large company. For just one, it's hard to justify. And if you don't have workman's comp insurance and you get somebody hired with you and they get injured, it's coming after you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, guys. I hear about it all the time. Bruno was named after someone. Not really, but the name stuck with me when I was a child by the famous wrestler Bruno Sammartino. I watched him growing up. I was always a big fan of his, and I always liked that name. I didn't name him after him. I just liked that name. I just came in and you're in the log cabin now. Yes, down here in the Clock House log cabin. Rita's Hardwood. Hello there. Good to see you there, Rita's Hardwoods. Another long-time supporter of the channel. Pam Berry is with us as well. All right, so this went better than I thought it would. I've not done a live in 6 or 9 months. There's 300 some people on here. So I really appreciate you guys watching here. Let me see here. Brian Henderson, what are you doing there, Doc? I was talking about you the other day to Jake. Since Jake don't do his event no more, it's kind of hard to catch up with everybody. Maybe one day we'll talk him into doing that again. Got Steven with us, all kinds of people here. All right, I've been on here running my mouth for 40 minutes. You guys have probably heard enough of me. The Clock Museum in Pennsylvania. I'll have to look that one up. We just went to Milwaukee to a clock store. We drove all the way to Milwaukee to go to a clock store. And then we drove to Springfield, Illinois to go to another one. It ain't nothing for us to drive across country to go to a clock store, I tell you what. Ohio Wood Burner. Ohio wood burner. Go to channel. Is that the same? Well, looky there. It is. I watch him. Huh. I think I met. Okay, I met you at Paul Bunyan one year. I didn't know you even watch my channel, man. I watch your stuff all the time. I appreciate that. Good deal. You never know who's watching your channel. I'll tell you what, you never know. It's hard to keep up with all the comments. I have a hard time even reading them in all the videos anymore. But anyways, Ohio wood burner. Good deal. Sorry I'm late. Hello everyone. Does the moisture content affect how you cut logs? No. But you want to cut your logs as soon as possible. Don't do what I do and leave them on the ground for a good amount of time. Try to cut them as fast as you can, unless you're wanting them to spalt. And I got a maple I've been spalting here for 3 years, and it needs to go in the mill. Might try to do that this week. It's a really nice maple. It's got some metal in it, but it'd be worth the hassle. Definitely worth the hassle. But anyways, talked about upcoming events. Paul Bunyan, doubting I'll go this year. I've been 4 years in a row with Wood Miser. I doubt I'll go. I am going to the Equipment Expo in October. That's in Louisville. Me and Daniel Arms are going to that one. And that's all I got planned as far as events go. I don't have a lot going on, but I got a lot going on here at the farm. A lot of stuff going on here, guys. A lot of 2 building expansions happening this month. I tell you, it's gonna be a busy month right here. It's already August the 10th. The materials for the pole barn expansion will be here on the 19th. Pam, we're thinking about redoing the website and totally redoing what we do on there because the shipping is a pain. And I may have to go with Shopify because I think it's a lot easier to handle stuff. So we're thinking about doing a brand new website and putting different cuts of wood on there and doing more of it, not just doing like little runs of it, having stuff on there year round. So when I do that, Pam, I'll make a little announcement on here. I think, if I remember right, you bought some rainbow poplar from me. And I could be wrong about that, but I think you did. You usually have good memory on stuff like that. Walnut sawdust harmful to animals. That's what they've always said. And I burn my walnut sawdust. It goes straight to the burn pile every time. Yes, I did buy. I bought some. I thought you did there. I thought I remember your name on one of those packages. I got weird memories about stuff. I can remember who bought wood and what species and what state it went to sometimes. I think, Pam, you're either in Virginia, West Virginia, or Pennsylvania. I could be wrong about that. Hurts horses' hooves. I heard that as well. Exciting seeing how your operation has been expanded. Ohio, I'm wrong. All right, I knew you was north of me somewhere. I'm off right there. There goes my little bragging about my memory, I guess. That ship went down. Exciting to see your expansion's growing and moving to a great couple of buildings. Yes. Yeah, and I'll tell you, eventually I'm going to build a bigger wood shop because 30 by 40 is just way too small. You guys hear the clocks going off? That means we're about done. Here in a minute, all these clocks will start going off in here. There they go. I better shut this door. My goodness. Well, you guys didn't see that. I about flipped my chair over right here. How far in advance do you book for events? We'd like to see you, but have to plan ahead. It's very sporadic. I don't do a lot of events and stuff. I hate to travel, to be honest with you. I'd sooner just stay here, and I have so much work to do here. I'm better off keeping my butt at home. But when I do events, I try to let people know in the videos a few months ahead of time. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off here because here in about 2 more minutes, he's got these clocks spaced out. About 40 clocks will go off in here in just about 2 minutes, and we won't be able to hear nothing. It gets crazy in here sometimes. What got Bruno into clots? I have no idea, but we should ask him one day. Cord Oliver there. Another super chat from Sid Bloom from $10. Clot batteries. Ain't no doubt about that. Clot batteries are expensive. I'll tell you what, I bet we spend, I'd be ashamed to tell you how much money we spend a year on batteries. So the final diesel balance I have is I need $203 to fill up my diesel tomorrow after that super chat. So therefore the super chat total for tonight was $80. I'm tickled to death. It won't buy all my diesel, but it will buy, it will buy a good amount of it. So thank you guys very much. I'll be filling that diesel tank up tomorrow. 110 gallons. That diesel goes fast, I'll tell you what. So, all right. I better get off here. It's getting late. Bruno goes to bed at 9 o'clock. If he can't tell me good night, he will not go to bed yet. So one of our rituals there. So I need to shut down the office here and go put up the side-by-side and put up the chickens and do all kinds of stuff. Next video, Pam, good question. Next video tomorrow at 2 o'clock it comes out. And it's about a half-hour video. It's pretty long. So all my videos, unless my mind changes, my video schedule is Mondays and Thursdays. 2 videos a week. So, no, I'm sorry. My goodness. Monday and Thursday. Look over me. My God, I can't remember nothing. 2 videos a week, Monday and Thursday. Always 2 videos a week. And sometimes Saturday, if I can squeeze something else in there. Or maybe I'll do a sponsored one and make everybody mad. Man, people get mad about that. I don't know why they get so mad about it for. If I do a sponsored video about power unit, people get all tore up about it. I'll tell you what, they get tore up. Never understand that. All right. We're going to call it done here. Joe Main, call me one day. We'll talk one day. I ain't talked to you in a while. Batteries in general. So you guys have a good night. Thank you for the super chats. And tomorrow at 2 o'clock, new video. It's about 30 minutes long. And it's a complete project video where I take a log. I saw it. I plane it. That's going to be pretty fun right there. I'll show you guys some tools tomorrow you've never seen. And then I take it and install it in my shop. And it's pretty cool. We had a good time making that video. Or I had a good time. There is no we. It's just me. My goodness. But pretty good video. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So anyways, guys, thanks for the super chats. And I'll see you tomorrow, 2 o'clock. And if this live does decent over the next day or two, I may try to start doing these again. I don't know. So wait and see. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you soon.